What's happening, people? Good morning. It is Wednesday. Welcome back to the vlog. This morning the plan was to go for a long run, like 45 minutes. I need to start aiming for longer runs because I keep just doing 5Ks in zone 2. I've done 2 10Ks, but I need to start doing just more long runs. But it is raining cats and dogs this morning, so it looks like we're just going to go to the gym. Banana in, get some water, get my umbrella, and walk to the gym. So we're out for a run. Today's goal is just to run for time, so I'm aiming for like a 45-minute run. Not too worried about distance, just worried about my staying in zone 2 with my heart rate and just focusing on that. Nose breathing. There's a really strong headwind on the way out, so I'm happy to be going this way now. Also, my pace keeps getting fucked up on Strava because I think when I go under bridges the GPS gets screwed up, so I actually don't know what my distance will be, like my true distance, but that's okay because today I'm just focusing on time anyway and pace. So like 8 minutes left. It's getting tough. Goddamn. Right, so that was a decent run. 45 minutes in zone 2. Nose breathing. My GPS on my phone completely screwed up. I'll put on my time and my pace here, but if I actually adjust for the mistake that the GPS made, it was actually about 7.8 kilometers, so my pace would be about 5:46 per kilometer, which is an improvement, to be fair, on my previous kind of average pace in zone 2. So happy with that. And that is kind of the end of training for today. And tomorrow is a rest day, so I'm just gonna do a bit of stretching, make sure I'm ready to go on Friday. So tomorrow is just a chill rest day. Namaste from me in the microwave. It is Thursday. Today's gonna be a super chill day. Yesterday we finished off the day with a bit of foosball in a bar nearby just to get out of the apartment, even though the weather's not great. Had 1.5 drinks and woke up absolutely parched this morning, like a dry cracker. Today is just going to be stretching, which I've already done, chilling, recovering. Might do a little bit of abs because I'm kind of trying to work on my deep core at the moment. I'm actually surprised that I'm not as sore after my long run yesterday, but I do have like this persistent tightness in my left side of my lower body, so like my glute all the way down to my kind of knee. On the outside of my knee it kind of clicks over because it's so tight, and every time I go to stretch it I just notice so much how it's so much tighter than the right side. So that's something I need to really work on. If anybody has any tips, fellow runners, as to how you can stretch out that like particular muscle, or if it's like a common issue, as far as I can tell it's my glute. It's just really, really tight on the left side. So I'm just going to work on that and hope it helps. Looks like a storm is coming. And we are watching the CrossFit Games live. Whenever I watch this every year, I get so fired up to train. So tomorrow's going to be a good training day after this. What is up? It is Saturday, back in the kitchen with the microwave. I just wanted to catch up with you guys and share some thoughts about my kind of training at the moment and where I'm at. So this morning I woke up and it was the first morning in a long time where I really felt like I couldn't get up with my alarm. I mean, everybody, when their alarm goes off first, wants to, turn over. I'm guilty of that pretty much every day. But this morning, I really knew that I just shouldn't get up. My body was just sending me so many signals that it's time to rest and recover. And I did take a rest day on Thursday. And then yesterday, Friday, I incidentally just ended up taking another rest day. We went to see Barbie last night and there was a thunderstorm in the middle of the day. I was watching the CrossFit Games and something deep within me was just telling me it's not the right time to go and push myself again in the gym or with a run. So I took another rest day, and this is the second week in a row now that I've taken 2 days consecutively off all forms of training. So I think my body's trying to tell me something, and this morning it all just accumulated and I just could not get out of bed. So I slept in 2 hours, went to the shower and just sat down in the shower and I realized and just convinced myself that it's time to take a deload. So it's time to take a deload from training and just prioritize listening to my body and recovering and resting for the next 5 days. So that'll be a total of 7 days. And I know you're thinking that this is not that big of a deal, but first of all, I've been training non-stop for the last 6 weeks, and half of that time was 2-a-day workouts and averaging 1 rest day per week, and even then I probably wasn't resting properly. And I have been in a deficit pretty much calorie wise because I've lost a bit of weight. I'm a good bit leaner right now than I was about 6-8 weeks ago. So being in a deficit and doing 2-a-days a lot of the time and barely resting and being very active with visitors and doing a lot of exploring, I just feel like I've reached a point now where I really need to listen to my body and just take a proper break. I think it's really important that when you're getting into the gym or when you're really experienced in the gym, to be aware that your body will send you signals when you need to rest. Just be aware of those signals. It's easy to just power through and keep going, and I've done that many times over the years, but I've learned from my mistakes that it doesn't lead to just more results. What it leads to is poorer performance in the gym over an extended period of time that you don't realize until it's 6 weeks later and you realize the last month or 2 of training has been suboptimal. So it's better to just bite the bullet, take a week off, maybe 2 if you're really shagged, and just really focus on recovering and get back in the gym completely refreshed, ready to attack it again. So it's been a while since I've done a voluntary deload week. A lot of the time over the last few years, it's just happened because of what I'm doing in my life at the time, whether I'm going on a holiday somewhere for a week or 2, or one thing or another has led to me having weeks off every now and then, but definitely not regularly enough. And especially now when my training is kind of ramped up with the hybrid training, and also I've been in a deficit, I just really need this week. That said, it's the hardest week to take 7 days off the gym and training because I'm watching the CrossFit Games and all I want to do is just go hell for leather and go double down on all my training. So I'm just gonna build up my energy, restore my central nervous system, and just get back into it and attack it in another 5 days time. So that'll be 7 days off. I don't like it. Claire's gone to the gym right now to do a 3.5 kilometer row that was on the CrossFit Games app. It's like the suggested workout for a fun run slash row. And I really just want to go and do it, but I can't. So I'm forcing myself. You have to be disciplined when you're training, but you also have to be disciplined as to when you should take a break. So yeah, recovery is on the agenda. We have more friends visiting next week, so looking forward to that. And I'm not going to be thinking about trying to fit in the gym as badly as I might want to go and train. I'm just going to try and not think about it. And yeah, that's where we're at. What's happening, people? It's Sunday. And I am in my workout gear, but I haven't trained today. I'm staying true to my deload, but I brought Claire to the gym to teach her how to do some snatching and cleaning and jerks with dumbbells, because she wanted to give it a go after watching CrossFit. So very jealous, because I wanted to get into it as well. But next week will be my week. And yes, also I have a plant in my arm. This is the result of our trip to IKEA, our first trip to IKEA in Paris. We got a lovely plant. What can you do? I see plant, I buy plant.